Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Robmotive JT. Today, we're going to take a quick look at the tonneau cover that I installed recently, very recently, on my Jeep Gladiator. It's a hard tonneau cover, trifold, comes from Rough Country. I'm sure it's a rebranded cover, but Rough Country is where I got it, so they're the ones. There will be a link down below if you want to check out price and availability. But I want to take a quick look at it, show you how it works, and how it's held up. We had some pretty heavy rain last night, and one of my concerns about this cover was whether it would be watertight or not. And I determined right after I installed it that it's really not. We're going to pop it open and take a look, but a few reasons why. You can see on each side right here, there's a pretty good gap. Let me grab the flashlight, I'll show you. There's a pretty good gap right there, right? You guys can see in there. Obviously, water can penetrate through there pretty darn easily. Moving on up to the front, there is light. You can't see it here, but right in that corner where the flashlight is shining, you can see light through here. Now, I don't know if that's because of my install, this foam shield, I guess. It seems to me like it should be further in, I don't know. But either way, I think you'd still have some penetration right here on the side, or the front. Now, along the sides, it looks to be pretty good. I mean, this goes down pretty well. I can't imagine that you'd get any water intrusion from that area. And across the back here, it seems like it's pretty good as well. It's pretty tight. I don't think anything can really get in through there. And then over here on the side, again, you can see you can see right in there. Not a problem for water to get in if it's blowing in that direction. So let's pop it open. After sitting last night, you can see I still have some water on the top of the gate. Obviously, you can see water inside. It's certainly not watertight, that's for darn sure. So if you're looking for something out of the box that's going to be watertight, this is not going to be it. We've got water, looks like came in all over the place. A lot on this side. I guess the wind was probably blowing in that direction. Who knows? Now, as far as operation goes, you have these little pull cords. You can see one there. There's one there. You can open it from either side. And it's pretty easy to do, really. You just grab a hold of that cord, pull down, and push up. That's it. Fold it back, and you're to the next level, which has the same thing right here. And it opens the same way. You just pull down and lift up, and then fold forward, like so. And you've got it as far open as it's going to go. Now, I mentioned these clasps. They just disconnect like so, and then plug in right here to hold it down so that the wind doesn't take it or something crazy like that. Now, a couple things I'll mention about this. I ran into it recently. I sold the roll bar from the Gladiator, and I wanted to haul it in the Gladiator. So I lifted it up, put it in here, and it did not fit. So I had to actually haul it in a different truck because it wouldn't fit in the back here. So we pulled the thing out and put it in the other truck because I couldn't fit it in because of the obvious distance that the cover here takes up. It does limit your space a little bit. It's not horrible, but you are going to have a little bit of a problem there. Other than that, I love it that it gives me the security that I want because it is a hard cover, and obviously when you shut the gate, it's against the cover and you can open it, or you can't open it rather, without unlocking the tailgate. Now, another thing I wanted to show you in the functionality of this, to close it, you have these little nubs here that push out, right? And they simply grab on right around underneath the edge, I should say, of the rails on the sides. So you kind of have to slam it a little bit, and it may get a little easier, I guess, once it's broken in a little more, but you kind of slam it down like so, and then that locks it into place. Not going to go anywhere. Same thing on the front. You kind of bring it down, And we'll get around to the front of it here and slap it into place like so. It's pretty darn tight that way. It's not going to go anywhere. I'm pretty happy with the way that it functions. I much prefer this way as opposed to having to crawl underneath there and unscrew things and stuff like that to be able to get it in and out. Much better setup this way, I think, than having it the other way around. So it's not too bad. Install, as you saw if you watched the video, was pretty simple, not real difficult. The only thing I'll say is I am disappointed that it's not watertight, or at least a little bit better than it is. It seems to be pretty porous, honestly. Now, I could put some more weather stripping or something around it. My buddy Randall on his even caulked his to get it tight. I'm not going to do that, but I may add some weather or waterproofing around the edges just to see if I can get it a little better. Anyway, that's the scoop on the rough country hard tonneau for the Jeep Gladiator. Again, there is a link down below if you want to check out the details and things on it. I have to say, the water part would not stop me from doing it again. I really more got it for security and keeping people out of it. Leave a comment. Let me know if you happen to have this particular one or maybe something else that is watertight. Let me know what it is. I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Mod Driven, all about the Honda Civic, sitting out there, and Rob Motive, all about the Toyota Tacoma. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? And while you're at it, smash the subscribe button here too. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye. Brought to you by ducks that don't quack.